You are watching the Tithe Farm OSRS guide. First things first, we're going to go over worn equipment. What you will be needing is full graceful, if you have full graceful, or any sort of light gear that you could find. So cloth-based armor, anything like that, or weight-reducing armor. If this is your first time going to Tithe Farm, you will need a skills necklace. As far as rings go, either a ring of endurance or a explorer's ring will work for the energy that it gives. Inventory. Inventory should be 8 watering cans, a spade, a seed dibber, 6 spare slots, and stamina potions, a lot of stamina potions. This mystery item over here I will go over later. Next step is traveling to the Tithe Farm. We are going to use our skills necklace and we are going to travel to the woodcutting guild. Boop. Okay, from the woodcutting guild, we are here. We are going to be traveling to here. This is the Tithe Farm. So we're going to be going along the coastline up until we get to a bridge. We're going to travel south across the bridge, and then we're going to travel east along this pathway until we get to the doors of the Tithe Farm. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, and alternatively, if you set your house to Corinth, you can use a teleport house scroll or tablet, and it will teleport you right here, reducing the time in which you have to travel to the Tithe Farm by about half. So we're going to begin our journey. No, Evil Bob, I have not the time for your shenanigans. Be gone with you. Begin our journey. There are 3 tiers to the Tithe Farm. Tithe Farm is first unlocked at level 34. That is the first tier of fruit that you can grow while within the Tithe Farm. The second tier is level 54, and the third tier is level 74. So when you get into the Tithe Farm, this is the Tithe Farm, you're going to want to talk to Farmer Gricoler, who's sitting here in his trusty chair. I'm going to talk to him. Hello, young sir. Did you want to work on my farm? I'd like to work on your farm, is the answer that you respond. And he'll tell you to take a handful of seeds from the table over here. And you want to choose your corresponding tiers. So there's Golanova seeds at level 34, Bulagana seeds at 54, and Logavano seeds at 74. I am going to be doing Bulagano since I am in the 54 tier. And once you have the seeds in your inventory, you're going to step through these doors right here, thus entering the minigame Tithe Farm. So what I like to do is I like to travel all the way to the back. That way I don't get interrupted by people who are just coming in and are lazy and just want to interrupt what you're doing at the first rows. So we start here. The first thing you're going to want to do is fill your water cans at the watering station, which is right here. Next to the watering barrel, there is a deposit sack. Once you have collected all of the fruit at the end of the minigame, you deposit them into the sack for points. There are 100 seeds, and you will hopefully be producing 100 fruit. throughout your stay in the minigame. And at the 54 tier, you're going to expect about 21k XP per 100 fruit. So once your watering cans are full, we're going to start up here. And I'm going to be showing you guys the safe way to do this. And by safe way, I mean, I'll show you what I mean. You're going to click on the seeds, click on the patch, click on the seed again to water it, and then repeat across. Water, seed over here, water, seed, water, seed, water. You're going to repeat this in repetition. Fairly simple. There is a catch, however. And by the way, this video is not sped up whatsoever. This is all real time. You're going to go to these bottom two rows, and you're going to begin the rows the same way you began the first two rows. Again, fairly simple. Just make sure that you water them after you plant them. Now some people will plant one to two extra seeds over here in this row right here, but I'm showing you the safe ways, so we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to run right up back to the top, and you'll see that the fruit have begun their first stage of growth, and you will need to water them again. They are on a timer, and if you do not water them in time, they will shrivel up and die. So we're going to go through the entire cycle again with the water. It's the same method for every single tier that you're in, for each fruit. The same amount of stages, the same watering, same everything. You'll also notice that in my inventory, when I entered the mini game, there was a bucket of compost added, called Gricoler's Compost. We will not be using that. It is not necessary. It takes time and reduces your XP per hour. So this is the second stage of growth, right? I do not remember. Okay, so this is the final stage of growth before they're harvestable. I'm going to go through and water them again. There are rewards for this mini game, and when I get done showing you what I'm going to show you, we will go over the rewards and their uses, I should say. Okay, that completes the growth phases. Now we're going to harvest the fruit. And run all the way back up. We're going to begin harvesting the fruit. Each cycle you will be accumulating 16 fruits. So altogether it's going to take you about 16 is 32, 32, 32. So about six of these growth cycles for 100 fruit with a remainder of 4. And apparently, according to the wiki, a full 100 fruit when done at best time should take around 16 to 17 minutes. So every 16 to 17 minutes, you're looking at 21k XP, farming XP, for the level 54 tier. Okay, and once all of your fruit's harvested, you'll see that it shows up in your inventory as whatever fruit it is. So Bologona fruit for me. And when you harvest them, the only thing that you're going to do is, first you're going to refill your watering cans at the watering station. And then once your watering cans are full again, you're going to repeat the same thing that you just saw until you've completed all 100 fruit. And then once all 100 fruit are complete and you have all 100 fruit in your inventory, you're going to click the deposit sack, and that'll deposit the fruit for XP. So as you can see, there's 16 fruit deposited, only gave me 2,000 something XP. That is because when you save up all the fruit that you collect and deposit it all at the end, you actually get bonus XP. So it's more wise to save up the fruit and then deposit all 100 fruit at the end than to deposit 16 fruit at a time until you're done. A successful game of 100 points will yield you about 31 reward points, and then that'll bring us to the next section of the Tithe Farm minigame guide, and that will be the rewards. So to access the rewards, we go back into Agricoler's place, and we right-click Agricoler, check the rewards. We have, for 1 reward point, we have compost, 5 points, super compost, 2 points, grape seeds. For 75 points, you have the farmer's hat. 150 points, you have the torso. 125 points, you have the legs. And 50 points gets you the boots. Each piece, I think, is a total of... what would that be? I don't know, but the combined set will give you 2.5% experience bonus for farming XP, so that's kind of cool. For 200 points, you have the Agricoler's can, which I already have. To recharge the can, it costs 0. And what the Agricoler's can does is it holds 1,000 charges of water. So once you have the Agricoler's can, you will no longer need the 8 watering cans. And your XP per hour will go up because you won't have to spend time at the watering station as much. I think you have to refill your Agricoler's watering can every 3 games. So it's definitely what I would suggest being the first buy. For 250 points, you have the seed box, holds seeds. For 250 points, you have the herb sack, holds herbs. And then for 50 points, you can have the auto weed feature, which for all of your farming patches, not just Tithe Farm patches, but for all of your farming patches, weeds will no longer grow in your patches. Any pre-existing weeds that were already there at the time that you bought the auto weed will still be there though, but once you clear them, they will not grow back. So those are the rewards for the Tithe Farm, and that completes... Oh, there's one other thing I'd like to mention. There's another method called, I call it the Magic Garden method, and it involves magic and the humidify spell. And instead of refilling your cans at the watering barrel every time you need to, a player can carry the runes that allow you to cast the humidify spell, and then you just cast humidify and it fills your watering cans, and you can refill your watering cans that way. I do not use that method because I am a level 3 skill tier and I do not have magic. But yeah, with that being said, that completes my Tithe Farm OSRS guide. I hope everybody found it useful, and I wish you all a safe and glorious journey. Fare thee well.